Hello YouTubers. I want to talk today about gun control. It's always a hot topic. Here in Oregon, they haven't left us out. They're trying to get something on the ballot, measures 43 and 44. And who knows, they may try to sneak it around without it being on the ballot. I read it, my friend and I read it, the whole thing, both of the measures. And basically it's the same as the Deerfield, Illinois gun ban. Same thing. So you know where that stems from. Bloomberg. That's his idea. You really need to look it up and read the details, because it basically makes it almost impossible to own a gun at all. Even a shotgun. You know, you can't have a thumbhole stock, collapsible stock, heat shield, or barrel shroud, whatever you want to call it. A whole bunch of stuff that makes no difference on whether or not people get shot. My friend and I were just so irritated, and we were looking at our voters pamphlet, trying to find out who represented this part of the state, and it wasn't very clear, so I just went to the courthouse to ask them in the elections department. And boy, they get kind of nervous when you start spouting off about certain issues. I could tell they were very uncomfortable. Good. They need to be. The thing that concerns me the most about this whole thing, in a nutshell, is it takes the power of the people, what little we have left concerning guns, and gives it all to the tyrannical government. Because the gun ban is exempt for government employees and military, government, this and that. And basically the government can have all the guns, but we can't. The Constitution was written to be the opposite of that. We need the guns to protect ourselves from tyranny. Pure and simple. And measures 43 and 44 clearly are tyranny. Pure and simple. Just like the Deerfield, Illinois gun ban. And I think the one in Connecticut's similar. And I'm sure California and Washington are doing the same thing. I know California already has one on that covers assault weapons, and detachable magazines. And they even cover magazines that are part of the gun, that aren't detachable. You know, Browning made its high-powered pistols, a 1911 design, Browning high-powered. I used to have one a long time ago. It's a nice weapon. But they had like a 13-round magazine. Well, I looked at my catalog, my 2017 catalog, and they said, well, the ones for California have 10-round magazine. They had to modify it for certain states. This is ridiculous. And what they call assault weapons is nothing more than basically a 22 caliber semi-automatic. Yes, you can kill someone with a 22. But if I was going to get a scary black military-style looking weapon, I'd get it in the biggest caliber I could find, so I'd give them something to really gripe about. This really has me steamed. And I'm not taking it sitting down. And the hard place it puts me in is I don't want to comply with this if it becomes a law. I don't want to comply, but I don't want to go to jail either. So it really puts me in a precarious position. Now, recently I joined the Gun Owners of America, and they're the ones that sent me the email that had the measures in it. So they know about this and they're working on it. But there's no guarantee that it won't pass. We have so many liberal lunatics in the western part of Oregon, it's ridiculous. It would be completely fine with me if they just split the state. And those liberal loonies over towards the coast, they could do what they want and, you know, have their utopia, which doesn't work, as long as they left us alone. Because out here in Eastern Oregon, it's a little different philosophy for the most part. We have a few liberal loons out here, but not nearly as many. It's more conservative, this direction. America went downhill when we got away from the morals and the conservative values. Whether you believe in God or not, the God thing was working because it gave people values. It helped keep people in order. And that sounds like something like a Nazi talking, but the progressives, yeah, they want to get people in order, but the people won't have any control. They'll all be run by the government. All your radio and TV will be propaganda. I mean, it's news largely is now, but it'll be much worse. Much worse. And these young people, they have no idea. You know, they just think, well, yeah, we got to get the guns off the street. You can't get the guns off the street. There is no easy one solution to mass shootings. There are always going to be mass shootings, even if they removed every gun that was ever purchased. Why? Because you can manufacture your own. What are they going to do? Stop you from having any metal at home? No pipes, no metal, nothing, you know. Where does it stop? Once they get their foot in the door with one type of rifle, why do people think that's where it's going to end there? It's not. They're going to eventually go for all the guns. And the way those measures are written, they practically do. I have a Remington 870 that I had to change the stock on because it broke. The stock I bought has a thumb hole in it. I have arthritis in my thumbs. It makes it a lot easier for me to hold the weapon. But if those measures became law, I would be a criminal if I continued to possess that weapon in the way it is now. It's a load of crap. I welcome your comments, and I want you people to examine your own government in your own states, because they might be up to similar stuff behind your back, because that's how it works. They're sneaky. I'm not anti-government. I just believe in a very small government, just the minimum that's required to run things, you know, to protect us and that sort of thing. They're not supposed to be in charge of everything. The people are. And by the way, this is not a democracy. It's a republic. And I very much would like to keep it that way, because if it was a democracy, majority would rule, and since the demographics have changed, we have so many liberal lunatics, us conservatives would be screwed. No way around it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. And you can support me on Patreon if you want to. Patreon/ZCoop. I welcome any donations I can get. I'm not getting paid by YouTube, so all this is my own money going for everything, so that's how it is.